And here we are in Red Road. Sorry that took so long. I had some business to do. Uh, sometimes it just doesn't pay being. Sometimes it just doesn't pay being a writer. So since we are in Red Road, we just want to get rid of these jackanapes that dare cross our path. So let's turn up the sound, shall we? So what we're going to do is we're going to clear the road. Of course, this fire magic is pretty useful in some areas where you will need where you really need to be careful. So this we get our sword. What I was holding before, a rod. It was not a sword, it was a rod. Insert jokes here, folks. Anyway. We're getting past all this because we know there are more than meets the eye around here. And with that, try to take out these weirdos. And our next mini boss happens to be life. These weirdos happen to be, I don't know, some green blob. So the best thing you can do is actually get rid of this thing. So, hold on. So since round 2-1 is clear, that will only lead us to round 2-2. Inazumi! So what's going to happen in Inazumi? Well, we're going to move up the ladder. And moving up the ladder means, well, just that. You're actually going to be jumping up this very ladder. Just because we say we can. There are 3 magics here. One is fire magic. The other is lightning. And the other is time stop. But we're going to stick with the time magic for obvious reasons. I mean, not the time magic. We're going to stick with the fire magic for obvious reasons. Just because it can clear out enemies in one single area. And sadly, this game has, well, values in which I cannot even fathom to say damn to. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep climbing. And the more we climb, the more higher we go to our next area. Most likely to the last boss. Not the last boss, but the boss of this area. Most likely this is all you're going to be doing. Just going up. Constantly going up. That doesn't work. Woo! Go up more. And leaping. There we go. Now, this is the next boss. It looked like a dragon of some sort. A butt-ugly looking dragon. Not much to really say except that you want to get rid of this dragon. And with that, we come to our next boss, which happens to be Medusa. Now what you want to do here is you want to take out that flashing jewel of hers. You can try to do full power swings, but if you can't, well, it's gonna be quite interesting. Oh, let's see. There are more. There should be more. So after we've taken her out, that does it with this stage. Inazumi clear. And we're treated with more story. Astyanax? Yes? You miss your world, don't you? Yeah. Is it that obvious? I can see the sadness in your eyes. But I am so far away. I'm sorry. So, next we're at Yugoku. And what's here in Yugoku? More bad guys. And more of these. Ugh, will you please stop? And they seem to be responding. Ugh. Yeah, all these spore enemies are really responding, and I don't like that. So what are we going to do here? We're going to get past this as stupidly as we possibly can. Freeze, 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 freeze. Ugh. Careful when you get up here. Because these spawns, woo! These spawns are crazy. They're hell-bent on your demise. Oh! Yeah. Really hell-bent. So a reminder, folks. They're really hell-bent. So what we're going to do here is... well, we're going to flash. Okay, flash doesn't work. What we're going to do is... use the power time stop. And spam the hell out of time stop. And... like I said, spam the hell out of time stop. Especially this part right here. Because we need to spam, and spam it we will. Because for the most part, okay, what we need to do is we need to switch to fire. And one thing I have noticed is when you do... one thing I've noticed is that when you try doing something like that, no, not this time. I noticed that whenever you do that, only the mainstream of enemies do that, but when you manage to get across here, the worst is over. So now we make it to our next mini boss, which happens to be the Minotaur, the Lightning Minotaur, who simply throws lightning at you. So what do? Hack him! Hack him! That's what we do. We hack those we don't like to death. Well, hopefully we move on, and hopefully there's a boss. So, with that, we have cleared this place. Rent for free. Rent. Yeah, if you don't know, wow, what a start. If you don't know, Rent is about the same as the one before, except that instead of you going up, you go down. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just sprint across this place because, well, there's not much to really do. And I wish you could just jump down instead of actually going down. But this is before we learn how to do that. Simple video game physics, folks. So, you're going to make it all the way down. I'm not going to even bother with the enemies on this part, folks, because I don't really need to. Just, it's about getting down here as fast as you possibly can. Not that you really do need it. So you're gonna be facing this golem here. So let's see. After you take out this golem, more than likely you're gonna pass this up and you're gonna face our next boss. Facing a uglier golem. This rock monster. And this thing is just as ugly. So what you want to do is take care of its shell. And then all that's left is the fact that it's a flying monster. And you want to get rid of this thing as quick as you can. So with that, we're clear. And what are we treated to? As you can see, more story. I feel they are coming. They are close.
Don't worry, sir. This is our territory. They will not make it any further. I have strengthened the spell binding Rosebud. She can no longer communicate with Cutie telepathically.
You're wrong, Thorndog. They will come.
What can they possibly do? One silly human and fairy. Soon, I will transfer your magical powers into myself and rule the world. Your friends are already doomed.
Okay. Now, I know where this is going, and this is going to be painful. So stay tuned as we take on the Marsh on our next episode of Let's Play Astyanax.